Good morning. I'm full size today, and it's 9:30, and it's Thursday, the 13th. I think it's the 13th of August. Wow, it's almost mid-month. Time flies when you're sheltered in place, does it? So I know a lot of you tune in a little later. That's okay. You can always rewind. So just remember, all of these sessions are videoed by Facebook. So there's something to be grateful for Facebook. And you can go back and review any part of any of them or all of them. Let me just fix my technical. Yeah, and this is sort of like a mirror, but it's the opposite. So it's very interesting. See yourself. So thank you for coming today. Hi, Bob. Thank you. And I know Janice will be coming in. She's always a couple of minutes after. So how have you all been? Good? Yeah? So the garbage man just left, so we may not have that interruption today. But it's sort of like a life thing. So we are going to do tennis balls today. So if you weren't here on Tuesday and you didn't hear me, we did use tennis balls on Tuesday. We're going to do them again. See, I have my little bright yellow, white chartreuse tennis ball ready. Okay, and we'll use a bolster and blankets. You can start if you want to just listen and get set up. Go find your tennis ball or something similar. It shouldn't be hard like a golf ball. That's too hard. Should have a little give to it, but enough to kind of get into those hot spots. And that's the idea. It's tennis ball therapy or poor man's massage. And I don't know last time you had massage. I don't even remember the last time I had one. Wow. It's been a long, long time. So this is a great way to get into those hot spots, the fascia that gets tight, and it's a great way to give yourself some TLC. So thanks for coming. I'm going to we're going to start just either. Actually, I want you to start with your legs over something, a little support under the neck, okay? And I'm going to join you because I need it. I had a very interesting morning with technical stuff, okay? So, you know, the life before technology. Do we even remember life before laptops and iPhones and smartphones? And it seems like it was forever. It really wasn't that long. But now they're such a part of our life and we depend so much on them. So I had some challenges this morning with another project, okay? But it will get resolved, and I'm looking forward to joining you on the mat. So let's start there. And again, if you don't have your bolster and tennis ball, go find them or get something, I hope. Okay, let's begin. So take your time. Oh, turn your volume up, by the way. Oopsie, oopsie, oopsie. I didn't check mine. Oh, mine was way down. Oh, I'm sorry. Could you not hear me? Turn your volume up so you can hear me. All right, and I just turned mine up. So maybe you didn't hear everything I just said. Maybe that's okay. Okay, so let's take a few moments to kind of get into our space, into our body, into this moment. So whatever has been going on, and I know since you're watching from home, there's more distractions. There's a real benefit to having a studio to go to, a place to go to. You walk through the door and you're in the ambiance of yoga. So when you're home, you have to be able to or work toward or have the intention of creating that space for yourself. Okay, so there may be distractions. If you have animals, they love to join you. If you have street noise, you have workmen coming, going, you have people you live with, it just happens. But actually, those are good teachers because they teach us to let that be white noise for this hour and a half or whenever you practice, even if it's only 10 minutes. and give yourself this space. So they often talk in yoga, you could be lying down, by the way, about creating this light around you, this white light, like this shield, sort of like the superheroes. Okay, it's a shield that things don't come in and pull you all over, okay, and pull you off your center, because life will, and certainly technology will. Okay, so learning to kind of be equanimous. Yeah, and it's a very interesting world right now, so this is no simple trick. Okay, so lie back if you're not, have a tennis ball within reach, and we'll start. Oh, I can't wait to do this. I'm going to lie back with you. And so remember, you want your legs draped over the bolster or whatever you're using for support. And make sure your hips are down. And when you lie back, use your core, exhale. So your navel's hugging your spine. And it feels so good. And adjust the blanket or whatever towel or whatever you've got under your neck. Remember, it's just enough. See how mine is roll? It's only enough to support the curve of my neck. So you want the shoulders to be able to lower and open and relax, okay? So let me just see how long we want to be here, like hours. And if you do fall asleep, okay, let me get my clock. It's okay, I forgive you. I might have to wake you up. Okay, so um, okay, other technical things with the rest of my life. Okay, okay, deep exhale. So it's just sort of this process of pausing. Okay, pausing. Deep exhales. Really focus on your exhales. And this, it just be this gentle slowing down. So you feel this wonderful, it's sort of a heaviness, but then it becomes a lightness of just bringing yourself into one space, this moment. You know, as Ram Dass said, be here now. Very powerful 3 words. So just close your eyes, let your breath slow down. As your breath slows down and your body slows down, your thoughts slow down. And I'm just going to leave you here for about another 2 minutes, okay? I'll be back. You get 2 more minutes. How are you doing? Did you fall asleep? I wouldn't be surprised. Okay, so here we are. You're lying back. Oh, you're breathing nice and deep. And maybe you're drifting off into some semi-dream state. Okay, but I'm not going to leave you there. You have to bend your knees. Just let's start to wake up some different areas. Oh, the hips perhaps. Remember, you want the shoulders to stay down. So hold on to the right side however you can without pulling the shoulder blades off your mat. Just a few breaths here. We're just going to start to wake things up a little. I'm doing like 5 breaths. That's about a good rhythm, or your minute. You don't have to be exactly where I am. Just kind of stay with me a little. And if you're wiggling your toes or making circles, that's fine. Okay, and then we're going to do a passive leg cradle. Left foot on top of the bolster or whatever you're using. You can also use a block. And right ankle over left thigh. Don't let your hips turn upward. It's a dog tilt. Remember, we want to strengthen and support the low back, not overstretch it. And just the other side, just gently. And you'll notice like this first 20 minutes or so of just getting things awakened, and it's sort of like a little inventory of where you are today, and just be with your experience. This is all about being in your body, your experience right now. At, well, if you're Pacific time, it's 9:43 a.m. Pacific time on August 13th. So wherever you are, be here now. Uncross. Good. And we're going to slide the bolster away. We'll come back to it later. And give yourself a little hug. Roll around a little bit. Don't forget to stay with the breath. Okay? Now we're going to use the tennis ball. So those of you who were in my classes before, you know what to do. You can go ahead and start. Just a reminder, if you're on a hard floor, it's up to you, but I'm not on a hard floor. I have a carpet and a mat. But so I don't necessarily need this blanket. But if you're on a hard floor and just a mat, you may want to open up your towel or blanket so that when you lie back, you still get all the benefits, but it's not like too invasive. Okay, and just remember, there's one big rule. No, 2 rules. Breathe when you're doing this. Don't hold your breath. And you can place the tennis ball just about anywhere but the spine. Not on the spine, ever, ever, ever. So not anywhere from the tailbone to the neck. Okay, the whole length of the spine. That's your central nervous system. You don't want to mess with it. Okay, so I just intuitively start with the glute. This is right in the heart of the glute, the piriformis. And oh, this gets nice and, oh yeah, there's a hot spot. It's going to get tight. It's never not going to be tight, I don't think. I mean, if you're doing whatever you're doing in life. But what we are here to do is balance that out. Okay, and you'll find these little points, these little triggers, these little hot spots. And if it's too hot, if it's like, oh my God, that really hurts, then, and you can't like breathe and relax into it. Okay, breathe and relax into it. Don't resist. You'll feel this sort of melting sensations. Breathe into it. Focus your breath. Right. I feel it right now. And if it's too much, just kind of move around. Oh, even hotter. So sometimes you think you're in the hot spot and there's even a hotter spot nearby. So it feels so good. Just it's if you were having a massage. Okay, where would you want the intensity? And this is we get into these ligaments and tendons and the fascia, the connective tissue. These are all the things and the muscles that keep us moving and flexible and mobile, range of motion, doing all the things we can do. And it's not necessarily true that you're going to lose those things. Those it's going to decrease of age. Okay, you can stay vital and young and healthy. Okay, just by taking care of these areas. Oh, this is great. So roll around, and then of course maybe along the shoulders and the back muscles. Okay, and you can also use the tennis ball as like a tool. You can use it like a little massage tool. The IT bands love it. Or you can move around. You can lay on your side, and like a roller. Okay, I know some of you use those foam rollers, and it would be the same effect. Okay, you roll up and down on the. Oh my goodness! I just found a hot spot. Oh yeah, right there. Woo, baby. So breathe. I'm going to breathe right into it. And the visual for me is this knot loosening. When you're trying to undo a knot, how you have to slowly loosen it. Oh yeah. And these are, of course, the places that maybe you've been overdoing and you didn't realize it. Okay? So you continue with the tennis ball therapy. I'm going to give you a couple more minutes. Let me see where we are. Good. And breathe. Enjoy. Okay. Breathe. Exhale. Focus on deep exhales. Don't be afraid to go to those little triggers, but it's too much. Maybe just kind of ease around it. Okay? All right, I'm going to give you a couple more minutes. Okay, I'll be back. Hey, how you doing? Are you loving it? I know. So I want you to find those last little hot spots, okay? Maybe going back to, you don't have to always explore new places. You might want to go back. Just listen to your body. Okay, listen to your body. Okay. And while you do that for the next minute or so, of course, on your own, you can do this for a very, very long time. You've been there maybe several minutes, but you can also hands, arms, feet. Okay, put under your feet. Love this. And you can do this when you're sitting and working on something or watching TV. I know they have those little wooden rollers and stuff, but this is a little nicer. Okay, you don't need to buy anything fancy. Okay, that's the beauty of yoga. You need a mat. I encourage you to have some kind of blanket, a strap and a block, and a bolster. Okay, and your investment is very, very low. And then a tennis ball. Hello, you can find those just about anywhere at a tennis court. Okay, so find that last hot spot. And actually, I'm going to remove the blanket. You can keep the tennis ball somewhere. I'm going to put it in my right piriformis. Oh, yeah. You can still keep it there while we go back into the stretches. Okay, so we're going to go back to first the right side, stretch out the left leg. Hold on to whatever you can hold on to, shoulder blades down, please. Yeah, let's if you didn't or if you did, do it again. Circles with the right big toe. Isolate the movement to the ankle and the foot. Okay, isolate the movement. Okay, and just, you'll intuitively do 5 or 6 in each direction. Breathe. So important to breathe, because when you exhale, you release, you expel the toxins. You breathe, you eliminate, you sweat. That's it. Okay, so breathe. Okay, and you can do a little flex and stretch out. Feel the movement through the calf, the Achilles tendon, and across the shin, the top of the foot. Yeah, and then alternate breathe as you change sides. Just develop those habits. We'll make some circles. You might hear little clicking noises. That's okay. And if you've ever sprained your ankle or anything, which I have, this really is beneficial. So that doesn't stay as the weak spot. Okay? So even if you are super mobile and your range of motion is great on each side, just do it anyway. And I'm going to flex and extend. Even these small movements have huge benefits. Okay? Good. And we'll do another leg cradle. I'm keeping the tennis ball on the right side. Then I'm going to do the other side, just passive for now. How are you doing? You loving this tennis ball therapy? If you don't have one, I bet you're jealous. Good. I'm going to undo. I'm going to put it aside. And then I'm going to do a really gentle twist, straighten the left leg. Just sort of turn to the left. Keep that right shoulder down. I'm feeling a little bit in my hip. That's okay. Sort of wake up. We want everything to just sort of benefit, just wake up and benefit from the practice. 5 breaths or so. Feel that alignment from your crown all the way the length of your entire midline to your heel. And then the other side, slide all the way to the left. The right leg straightens, left leg over. I must have slept wrong. I can feel everything today. And some days are like that. I think I shared on Tuesday, I've been sitting a lot, I do my walks. I'm doing my walks and my own yoga, but I've been sitting a lot at the laptop, pulling together an update of my travel blog website, and that's going to be launching today. So stay tuned for that. And I did a little live video on Facebook on my personal page on Tuesday at 5, sort of a happy hour. So maybe join me. You can take a look at that, just sort of a little update what's going on. Okay? I'm just going to do some little side sways, and I'm going to roll onto my side. Sort of fetal position. So we slowly start to transition. We're coming to seated. So press up. Okay, so that was like 20 minutes or less. That's all it took. And don't you feel better? So let's come to seated together. So remember, if sitting cross-legged with crossed legs doesn't work, okay, for you, for some reason, knees, hips, low back, whatever, stretch your legs out in front of you or use a chair, use more blankets, use a bolster, use whatever you need to get settled, okay, to sit comfortably. It's all about alignment, and it isn't just when I'm sitting here on the floor. It's alignment all the time. So you want to make sure you're not dropping into your low back. Let me show you from the side. If you're tight anywhere in the back body, what happens is this. It pulls you under. See what happens with my low back? It starts to round. No. It may seem comfortable at the moment, but you're going to pay the price. So you really have to start, if you haven't, realigning yourself. Realigning and lifting, not dropping into the posterior, lifting the anterior. So look what happens when I tilt into a neutral pelvis. Everything stacks like it should. My head's over my shoulders are over my hips. And you should be able to feel the curve of your lumbar. It's a soft curve, but you should also, if you put your hands back there, you should not feel the vertebrae. No, you should not be able to feel them. If they're popping, if you can feel them, you are slumping, okay? And you need to lift up at the sternum, the heart, whatever you can relate to from your center, relax your shoulders. So here's a curve, concave, concave, and then the thoracic kind of comes out a little, okay? Yes, all right, so I'm going to stay here. Actually, I'm going to turn this way to do a little seated twist. So I want you seeing me from the side view as well sometimes as the front. Very important in twists, okay? Okay, lengthen, inhale, lift, and start to lift and spiral, lift, turn to the left. Notice how I don't round or collapse. Inhale, wait, exhale. There's a lifting as you turn. You don't lose the height, the length of the spine. Very important. So I'm a little tight today. That's as far as I'm going to go. But I can still turn my head a little and look over my shoulder toward the window in my case. Breathe. So if all of a sudden you went so far that you tightened up, you went too far. About 5 breaths there. And then I want you to do the other side. Inhale. And I'm going to change the position of my legs. And let's do to the right, which is actually a twist on the left. Inhale. And resume. Okay. So now come back. I'm going to float my arms apart. So as they come up, the palms are up. And I'm going to inhale, exhale to my left. Nice, deep side stretch. Wow. You can do a bird hand or an elephant hand. If that doesn't work, you can put a block under your hand, but don't let the arm alongside your ear roll forward. Bring it back. So you're looking into the horizon. Keep your right hip really grounded. Oh, where are you feeling it? I'm feeling it right in here between my rib cage and my pelvis. And inhale up and exhale. Oh. Again, this hip left down, soft extension. Don't round forward. Bring the arm back by your ear. Your right ear should be over your right shoulder. Breathe. And then we're going to come up and we're going to reach and reach. So like you're picking, what are we picking today? Peaches? It's almost, peach season's almost over. Cherries are gone. What's next? Well, whatever. Stars. Let's reach for the stars. Breathe and breathe. Lift from the low ribs. Look at my shoulders. They don't lift. My rib cage lifts. Good. Then interlace. Turn the palms inside out. Breathe. Breathe. Stretch and release. And release. Yay. So now we're going to come onto all fours. Let's do hip and rib roll, shall we? So now we get to be juicy again. Yeah, that was only half an hour, all that. Yeah, breathe. I have to keep my eye on the watch, the clock. Does anyone wear a watch anymore? My eye on the clock. But, you know, even if you only have 20 minutes or half an hour, you can do something. And let your body be your guide. Let your intuition, your body, intelligence cue you. Bird hands. You might feel yourself going right back to those little hot spots where the tennis ball was. Eyes open or closed. Breathe. And I would encourage baby lunges. So you stretch back into one leg and maybe the opposite arm, a little bird hand. Breathe. So the idea is to go everywhere. We are whole, holistic. Yoga is so wonderful. We pose, we counter pose. It's all about balance. And from balance, we get stronger, more energy, and we're a stronger container. I love that image of a stronger container for the nervous system, for all of our systems. Okay, and I would encourage a couple little side rolls. Move the head. Notice what responds. Yeah. Maybe let's throw a down dog in between, shall we? Oh, yeah. Okay. Dog tilt. Move. So it's a continuation of that juiciness. That's sort of that moon energy. Okay, juicy. If you're okay, shoulders and wrists, you can do some little you can do some planks. And relax the toes. Notice where you're feeling those little hot spots. Maybe they're not as hot. And then let's do some cat dog. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I need this today. Oh, I need it every day. So this is a great movement to decompress all that sitting maybe. You know, gravity is always pushing us down, which is a good thing, but we need to counter all that. Okay, and breathe. And breathe. let's come back to down dog. Remember, you can do, just do what you can do. Do what you can do. So, I'm going to take it a little more intense. Again, if you can, we're going to do a leg lift and down dog. Breathe. Keep the hips level. Can you come into a plank? Try it. And back. And then inhale, exhale, and lower. And come down to a nice little cobra. Hang back. So remember, sometimes we have high energy, sometimes we don't. Just do what you can do, but sometimes you might surprise yourself. So just start, and you'll feel better. Sometimes that low energy is mental. Breathe. Try it. Plank. If it's too much, don't do it today, but maybe later. And inhale. This time, we're going to do little push-ups. Yeah, I know. So the eyes of the elbows are the crooks of the elbows. Your hands stay elephant hand, middle finger straight ahead. This is very important. The elbows will turn. Do that. Turn, turn, turn. See how they turn? So the elbow bones are facing back. So when you come down, it's not just the upper body. It's from the knees all the way to the crown. You hug the elbows, 2 inches, exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Notice how everything from my knees to my crown is going down and coming up. Going down. So if you're, especially for women, we get nervous, upset when we start getting those little bat wings here. This will take care of that and give you upper body strength. When I first started doing this, I couldn't do one. I couldn't do one. I knew I was in trouble. I had to really get stronger. And yoga for me was the answer. Okay, down dog. Okay. So I'm going to come onto the knees again. Keep the toes curled under. I'm going to thread the needle. I think I need more twisting today. So, and I think I'm going to need support under my head. So I'm going to use a blanket. You can use a blanket, a bolster, block, whatever. So remember, when you thread the right hand, you put your right ear, side of your, and your shoulder in the middle of the mat, and you turn onto your side. Whoa, I really needed this today. So see, sometimes what we need isn't exactly what we feel we want to do, but we need to do. And then we've done it, and we feel so good. We're so glad we did. And our body thanks us. So at least 5 breaths or a minute or 2 here, okay? Yeah. Don't let your low back sink. Lengthen up to the sit bones. Shins parallel, toes turned under. After your minute or 2, come up and neutral. I'm going to do cat dog. And then the left side, okay? Toes curled under, shins parallel, right in the center of your mat. Breathe deep. Yes. Your clothes will do what they want to do. And take your time. And when you're done, you can do a cat dog. You can do down dog. Or you can do a child's pose. And I'm going to do a child's pose. So I'm going to use a blanket. You want your forehead to rest on something. If you do child's pose, you can do like this. Or you can use your forearms. If it just doesn't work for your knees, you can put a blanket behind your knees to reduce the pressure, and then use another blanket or bolster. The idea is to give yourself enough support that you can move toward the pose. Okay? Great. And then I'm going to come up. I'm going to remove all this. And I'm going to turn the toes under. So be mindful of this. It might be too much. And I'm going to slowly come into a forward bend. Okay, so as I lower the heels, get grounded, bend the knees a little bit, and then let's just hold the elbows for a moment. Oh, just be, think wet laundry, hanging over the clothesline. Oh, this is really nice on the low back muscles. Oh my goodness. Really let go. Let your legs support you. Just let your legs support you. And then change sides after, 5 breaths or so. Let the head go. The arms be heavy. And when you come up, go gentle with a big inhale because you've been inverted. And sometimes when you come up, you can get a little loopy. And up I go. Okay. All right. Ooh, can you see me? I'm going to go back a little. That was the mailman. I guess he delivered something. And don't forget, support your post office. Support postal service. Okay, how are we? Whew, how are we? So before we do our half sun salutes, I want to do some standing side sways. Okay, so if you can't do it seated, you can do it standing. And you just float the arms up, about shoulder height. Turn the palms up, 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 up. Shoulders down, rib cage up. And as you exhale, lengthen over. Breathe. Feel the right foot, leg dig in. Breathe. And we'll inhale up and exhale over. Feels so good. It's so important to keep that flexibility. So when you're doing you're doing life, when you're in life, the other 22 and a half hours in your day, when you're doing all the things that you do, getting in the car, washing dishes, cooking, any movements like, picking up something, gardening, you're using all your whole being, all these muscles, and they will be there to support you because they've been awakened and they've been strengthened. Okay, but if you ignore them, okay, it's going to be like something you haven't used for a long time that's atrophied, and boom, it's going to respond in that way you want. So, lecture over, half sun salutes, we're all warmed up. So remember, it's the big inhale like we've been doing, and then swan dive, bend the knees a little, push out, dog tilt, and touch something, please, with your fingers, whether it's your shins or the tops of your feet or the mat, and then half, and it's a dog tilt. Look at my spine sideways. Okay, dog tilt, pelvis tips forward. So even if you can only go to here, it's fine, but you don't want to round. Okay, and then you reach wherever you can, and then up you go. Big inhale and back. Continue, please. Half sun salutes on your own. Okay, on your own. Go for it. Okay, how you doing? Don't you love half sun salutes? Ah, I do. Okay, and you know, you just kind of get carried away by the vinyasa, the flow. Okay, and it's so wonderful. It's a meditation, a moving meditation. And you can meditate moving when you're walking, when all the things you do is just being present. So I'm going to take my necklace off because we're going to do sun salutes now. I'm going to adjust my mat a little. Well, I'll do facing this way. So we're going to do a round together. I'm going to throw some stuff in, then I'm going to set you loose. Okay, so it's going to be a little different. Just a little. Keep you on your toes. I want you to see my head. I mean, after all, I put on makeup and everything. Okay. Your exhale, inhale, swan dive, forward fold. Just like half sun salute, but wait. Step back on the left. Crescent on the right. Take your time. I'm a little wiggly. It's a soft mat and floor. I might have to go get my other mat. This is too soft. Okay, there we go. Wow. I hope you're doing better than I am. So, take your time. And once you're in your full pose, 5 breaths or so, you might already be there, that's okay. Crescent. We're going back to down dog. Take your time, move on exhales. And nice, strong, long cobra, strong legs. Okay, and back to our down dog. Use as many exhales as you need. We're going to step forward on the right. And we're going to do triangle. So find the pose, take your time. Again, it's a twist, isn't it? So if with the twisting we've been doing and moving into all these intercostals and all these back muscles and shoulders, this helps our standing and all our other poses go deeper. Okay? We go deeper. That's what we want. We just want to go deeper into our own experience. But let the pose do the pose. Ooh, I got a little pop. After 5 or so breaths, I want you to count on your own, your minute or 5. Warrior 2. Take your time. Breathe through the transition. Come into the full pose. We'll do side angle. Lengthen, lift, and connect. Okay, always create space. So now you have a choice. You can go into a half moon or a forward bend. Okay? I'm going to go into half moon. I'll meet you in forward bend. Yes, squishy mat, squishy floor, very challenging to balance. Okay, other side. So I'm going to adjust my mat so I'm not so close to the sharp edges. We'll do the left side together. When you're ready, arms overhead, your forward fold, half dog tilt, and hands down. Step back on the right. Lift and place your foot. So crescent. I'll meet you in down dog. Plank. Exhale. Lengthen. You can be hands or forearms. Lift. Press your feet, thighs to the mat. Lift your navel, your heart. Spread your shoulders wide. Use your out breath to come to down dog. This is always supporting you with the core. And up we go on the left. Triangle on the left. So take your time turning. So I love, sometimes we come to the standing poses from standing, from mountain pose, sometimes from the bottom up. It's good to do both. It trains you to be present into what you're doing and a new way of doing something and more ways of doing the same thing. So your 5 breaths per minute, I'm going to let you, leave it to you to be consistent for you. But using the breath for the transitions keeps you present. We fine tune and then we just be there. There's always, you'll feel little internal adjustments. I can feel my shoulders getting broader, wider. It's wonderful. Side angle. Oh, yeah. So I can feel the benefit of what we did before. I'm still a little tight there, but not as much as I would have been had I not done those stretches. So I'm going to give half moon a whirl on this side. You can go into a forward bend if you don't want to do half moon, or you can go to the wall and try it. I leave it to you. Remember, when you come out into a forward bend, lower the right hip and lower. And once you have your footing, coming up and back. Wonderful. Okay, so now I'd like you to do a round of sun salutes on your own. I'm going to open a window. It's a little humid today. And I'd like you to do it your own pace. If you want to do crescent again or standing poses again, and either in any part of that, go for it, okay? So I want you to do a full round, the right side and the left at your rhythm, and then another round. So 2 rounds, right, left, okay? And as I said, you can do the leg lifts, you can do the push-ups. I know you want to. You can do some other standing poses. You can try half moon again. I'm going to leave it to you to sort of develop your own for 2 more rounds on each side. And I'll be back in a few minutes. It won't take you long. Take your time. When you're ready, but take your time. We're going to do some other little balancing today. Now, you can go to a wall or a counter or piece of furniture if you need to touch something to do this, okay? These are, we used to do these in classes, I've done them in some of the other sessions. Very simple, maybe not, but very effective, okay? So, mountain pose, stay tall. Look into the horizon, not at the floor. When you tip your head down, it brings your energy down, and that's where you tend to go. Look straight ahead. I encourage hands on the tops of the pelvis, the hips. Okay, and we're going to do a little march. So it's up and down. You can inhale or exhale, whatever works for you, but keep your hips level. Lift, breathe, and breathe. So you want to be with the same breath, length of breath on the up and the lower. We want to really use these hip flexors and quads. Look straight ahead. So if you were going upstairs, you lift and lower, but lower gently. Don't be a clodhopper. Don't boom, boom. Okay, that puts pressure on the knees. And what we're doing is strengthening so that it protects the knees and supports the knees. So again, this time we're going to hold 2, 3, 4, 5, and down. Oh yeah. Talk about hopping, huh? Now the other side. I'm going to look straight ahead, not you. Up and lower. Try not to drop into the hip. Lift up. Go slow with the breath. And so maybe your balance is really awful today. That's okay. Do it anyway. But then I want to encourage you to do it on your own. Maybe every other day when you think of it. Okay, and the next one we're going to hold. So while you're waiting for the water to boil, breathe. 2, 3, 4, 5, and release. Feel it in the standing leg. While you're waiting for the coffee to brew, while you're waiting for whatever you're waiting for, just do a couple of them. Okay, now we're going to do another round. Up, straight, back, down. Up, forward, back, and down. Up, forward, back, down. Up, hold, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, back, lift, 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 and lower, and wait. Ooh, I feel that in my quads, yes. Okay, left side, when you're ready, it's up and forward, back, and down. Up and forward, back, and down. Up, forward, back, and down. Lift up, hold, 2, 3, 4, forward, 2, 3, 4, back, whoopsie, back, 2, 3, 4, and down. Yeah, even if you wiggle out of it like I did, finish, always finish, okay? Now, we're gonna take advantage of that to do tree pose, okay? So in tree, we lift, we turn, keep the hips level, and we bring our foot wherever it goes. So it might be the ankle, the calf, not the knee, not here, no, or above. That's a little more advanced. So I invite you to go to a counter, a table, a chair, or a wall to kind of tap, okay? I'm actually going to turn toward the wall so you can see. I know many of you have done this in class. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up, turn toward the wall, bring my foot, and use the wall. And you can even get close enough to place your knee on the wall. So I'm using the wall if I feel wiggly. Correct. So remember, it's lift, turn, place, create a prayer. Your foot, firm pressure against your thigh to your foot. Breathe. And then the prayer with your hands. Press. Try and hold 5 breaths. Okay, and then if you're already doing it, just go for it. Okay, see, so I'm doing this on carpet, just yuck. But it is what it is. If it's all you've got, you just have to do what you can. And then you come back to prayer. And then you can do the leg out. And behind you. The chair and back. And I'm really feeling this in my left leg, and that is good. That means my bones and my muscles are getting stronger. So go ahead and do both sides. You may have already started the left side. That's great. Do the same sequence on the left. And I'll leave you while you do that. Okay, how are we doing? Okay, so I'm going to take you to the floor. Okay. You're going to need your bolster and a blanket. I'm going to turn this way, actually, if I think about it. You'll know why in a minute. So always move your body. You can go through down dog and actually come onto your knees and then sit back. So now we're going to do some supported poses using the bolster. I told you should get a bolster. Here's another reason why. These are wonderful supported postures. First one is a supported twist. Okay, so You don't have to have a blanket on top. It depends on how tight you might feel you are. I feel a little tight, so I'm going to use a blanket on top of the bolster. You can stack blankets, but I encourage you to get a bolster. So I'm going to sit right next to the bolster. Okay, my right hip is right against the bolster, and my legs are behind me. And I'm going to inhale. I'm going to turn toward the bolster. I'm a little tight, so I'm going to do a couple of breaths. I'm trying to turn toward it, and then I want to time myself. Sorry. Okay. So I'm going to, as much as I can, turn and then lengthen up onto the bolster and or blanket. And then you just lie down. Actually, I don't need the blanket. Okay. So your arms relax, your shoulders relax. Oh, so it's a really wonderful, gentle, supported twist. Now, turning the same direction my knees is comfortable. If you can turn away, that's a little more intense. It's up to you. Today, it's a little too intense for me, so I'm just going to do this. And we're going to stay here like maybe a minute and a half or so. Of course, on your own, I encourage you to stay here for several minutes. Oh, this is wonderful. So it's another way of going into familiar places, but from a slightly different direction. Supported twist. Close your eyes, let go. Relax your arms, your hands, your shoulders, everything. Breathe deep. Okay, that's like a minute and a half or so. But of course, on your own, you can stay longer. And then, how do I go to the other side? Very simple. I come up, I turn to the other side. And the same thing. You turn, exhale, turn toward the bolster before you lie down, and then try and align onto the bolster. And okay. All right, so we'll stay about the same amount of time. This time I can turn my head, okay? But again, if it's too much, then don't. Okay, just do it. Try and go to your edges, but don't push. Okay. So we went from the active poses, the sun energy, we're moving into the moon, the female energy, the introspective, away from the outgoing to the introspective energy. And when you're ready, you may not be ready. So you just slowly come up Sorry, okay. Now I'm going to show you supported child's pose. So for this, you may need a few blankets and a stack of towels and a bolster. So again, if you have any issues, I can show you how to support that. What you do, your toes kind of touch, your knees come apart. The bolster comes up about halfway to your inner thigh. Now, what you can do is take a blanket right behind your knees, maybe 2 blankets, and ease back onto it. And then you lay it onto the bolster or the bolster and blanket. So start with your head turned in one direction, right ear or left ear, doesn't matter. And I'm going to give you about another minute and a half, and I'll cue you, and then we'll change sides. It's important to do both sides because this is a stretch across the neck and shoulders and so forth. Relax your arms, your shoulders, breathe. I'm feeling it, and you're going to probably feel it right across the back muscles, the low back. It feels really good. Okay, so just try this. If you really can't do this, come onto your back, give yourself a hug, and we'll meet you there. You could also do this over a chair, a bench. Okay, there's a lot of ways to modify. It's a very calming, cooling, centering pose, child's pose. It's meant to bring us back to our center when we're feeling a little off kilter mentally, physically, emotionally. Okay, so whenever you're ready, it's been about a minute, we can go longer. You'll turn and onto the other side of the head. Take your time, and you always come up very slowly. Come up onto all fours. Move your bolster. We're going to come back to the bolster and the blanket. But it might feel nice to do, cat dog, even at the end of a practice. Oh, it's just another little neutral. And, when we do some of these wonderful stretches before, in the beginning or the end, they feel a little different. We feel a little different. So we can go back there. Oh, I feel so good. Okay. So now, how are you doing? I just remembered there's something I forgot to do in standing, but we'll do it next week again. I wanted you to do your favorite and your least favorite standing poses. That's okay, we're on target. So now, I'm going to take you into a 2-part restorative, and it goes into Shavasana, okay? So those of you who are in my classes, we've done this before, we've done it before on these sessions, but I want to talk you through it again. Okay, so you need a bolster. You can kind of use blankets, but really you need a bolster, okay? Let's face it, you need a bolster. So, and you need a blanket, just a little bit of a neck roll, okay? So you're going to sit on the front edge of your bolster. It's about a third of the way you're facing. And pull your pants up because you're going to drag your hips over the bolster. And when you do it, kind of You go back and your pants go forward. So pull your pants up, bend your knees, cat tilt. We're going to do a back bend, cat tilt. So you're tucking the tailbone under, you're going to lean back, and you drag your hips just a little. Feel that stretch in the low back again. And then you have to lie back. It's a little awkward. Ah. Lie back. I almost came off. That's unusual, but you don't want to come off the bolster. You want to feel like your hips, the skin has been pulled up. And bring the blanket under your neck and stretch out your legs. So look at my low back. See, it's a curve. There's no compression. This feels so good. So we did a lot to open up the back now and the quads to strengthen. Now we want to get into those hip flexors. You might feel the stretch all the way into your low belly. So your colon, yeah, I know, we don't talk about those things, but your colon and intestines are going, yay, thank you. So if you're feeling compression, bend your knees, lift and tilt, stretch, lift your pelvis tip forward, and rest on the back edge of the bolster. Oh. And then you let go. Arms stretched out, a little lower than your shoulders. Okay, just enough support so that your neck, shoulders relax, everything's relaxed, and breathe. I'm going to leave you here for a bit. Yes, I am. And there's a part 2, so just relax into this, and I will cue you when we go into part 2, which is the final Shavasana, okay? And you have a choice then, by the way. You can stay here or transition for the final pose. But we're going to be here several minutes. I'm going to leave you here. I'm going to stay here too for a couple of minutes. It feels so good. I love this, especially if you've been sitting a lot or bending and stooping a lot. Oh, you've got to get into the psoas. The psoas wraps up around, connects with the low back. Okay, so we have to keep that balance. Okay, I'll be quiet. Enjoy for the next minute or more. If you're drifting off, don't worry about it. I'm going to cue you, and you have the choice, okay, to go into the second phase, the next phase, which is bending your knees, lift, push the bolster forward, and then let your legs relax over the bolster. Your final Shavasana, okay? Or you can stay as you were. So I'm going to leave you here for several minutes again. And when I come back, a little Hafez. So enjoy your Shavasana. I'll be back. See you in a few minutes. So you always have the choice of just staying in Shavasana. I think. Or you can join me. You can just listen. But even when you do come out of Shavasana, let it be this unfolding with the breath. Be gentle. I know you all have so many things to do, so do I. Okay, but right now, it's important to be in your body as you transition because your metabolism and your systems are still absorbing and integrating everything you did. And if and when you're ready, keep the eyes closed, tip onto your side, and I get to share Hafez. And remember, I do post the poems that I read each week. I'll probably do it tomorrow or Saturday. This one is called Someone Should Start Laughing. I have 1,000 brilliant lies for the question, how are you? I have 1,000 brilliant lies for the question, what is the divine? If you think that the truth can be known from words, if you think that the sun and the ocean can pass through that tiny opening called the mouth, oh, someone should start laughing. Someone should start wildly laughing now. And you can join me or listen. I honor the place in you in which the entire universe dwells. I honor the place in you which is of love, peace, of light, and of truth. When you are in that place in you, and I am in that place in me, we are one. Namaste. Blessings. Om Shanti. Peace to you. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining me. Remember, these are recorded and available anytime within like 5 minutes or less. They get up there right away. And here's the heart. And here's the angel. Let's see what they have to say today. Oh. Trust. Give your life new meaning. Wow. So every day is the chance to find some new meaning. And hopefully your practice can help you find good stuff. And I'll see you soon, Tuesday, if not before. Thank you.